Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Switch it, come on, switch it. 49, check 49, check 49.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On third down, Rosen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15 he goes. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
15 line. I smell fear in that offense. Check 99.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. This complete to Jones. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And the Broncos first down.
180. 59. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Quick dance. Come.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Check.
Here's Rosen to throw. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
A gain of 15. First down, Denver.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Play action here with Rosen. Rolling to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
27 yards there, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Montez Sweat dropping down. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Ready? Watch left.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. He'll look to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Check 6 guys.
First and 10 at the
25.
11-yard line.
Fair. Let's go.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
60 Pittsburgh.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Kareth White, who played his high school ball 70 miles north of here in Loxahatchee. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rosen will throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a carry for Lindsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Under 10, 10. Check 52.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Check 31, check 31.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Back. 80.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Ready, break.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
90, Wolf. Crunch time, defense. Ready, go. 5.
They'll look to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A third down gain of 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now back to throw. Room to run past midfield, and he hits Drake. And finally brought down at the 43. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement, so now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up third and 4.
60 or.
On third down, Miles. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Come get some. Come on,
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Let's do this.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, they'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Saunders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Hatchet.
A give, running right, Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now it's Lindsey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Rosen. This is the tight end fan. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. Caught by Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw is Rosen. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, but now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Drake. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over them. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 1st down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd down, Miles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Grant. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
94. Switch. Get it.
They stay on the ground with Drake. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go.
Here's Lindsey. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 36, Rosen under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Rosen. He's got his tight end Fant, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Rosen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A handoff, Lindsey running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rosen to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerome Baker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen. Kill. Ready.
Running, it's Drake. David Onyemata there on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point.
And it's 3rd down.
Get it, lady. I got you.
And now it's Rosen looking. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards that time for number 19.
1st down, Denver.
180.
On 1st down, it's Lenzen. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.